Welcome to another video. I'm recording it live and I've got the comments up on the screen, so I'm going to get some comments. But for most of you guys watching, it's going to be a replay. And in this video, we're going to carry on where we left off yesterday, fixing this Armour Outcast 8S. And yesterday, I got a little bit of a rage on, and I've been reading some of the comments, and some of you guys found it highly amusing. Very childish of me, I know. But today, we're going to carry on, and we've got to sort out the problem that we had yesterday. Get that body off of there. Got a brand new Goblin helicopter here that we've got to build. That's going to be in a video coming up soon. This is a 700 Kraken. It's bigger than that one. And it's 12S brushless. Right, so we changed the arm yesterday and we ran into a whole load of hoo-ha. I couldn't get the pin back in, and it's kind of my fault, really. I should have probably lined it up a bit better before I put the pin in. I put the pin in, I kept hitting it with a hammer and messed up the hole. This was really hard to get in, which is probably 50-50. Armour fault and my fault. If I was to do it again, I probably know now how to do it, so I might do it better. But anyway, I'm going to stop making excuses. We're going to put a new shock bottom on there. This is the third one that I've broken. You get 4 in a pack, luckily. And then we've got some M2C shock shafts, because this shock shaft here, that looks bent. That one, not sure. This one here is definitely bent. Martin already straightened it out a little bit. That was even more bent. And that one, is that one bent? No, that one looks all right. But we're going to change them all. We've got these M2C ones. Apparently, these are made out of hardened steel. So if you head over to that website there, www.m2cracing.com, and here's the part number that you need. So this is the rear shock shaft. So these were actually first made for the Kraken, for the Kraken up there. And there's the part numbers in case any of you guys want to do this conversion on yours. But someone told me that on the Kraken, it's got shorter shocks on the front, longer shocks on the back. And on this one, it's got longer shocks all round. So we're going to take one of the shocks apart. Luckily, I've got 2 packs of the rears here. So I've got enough here to do the whole truck. I've got 2 packs of the front as well here. I haven't actually put any into that one yet. And I'm probably going to drill a hole in the piston because this damping is quite solid. I think it's a little bit too solid. I'd rather the stuff kind of bottoms out, because look, it's killing the shock bottoms, it's bending the shock shafts, and I think they handle better when it's a little bit floppy. That's what she said. All right, let's get wrenching, and hopefully we're not going to get a rage. These are the tools that we need. Look, we need a saw. Well, hopefully we're not going to need these tools. That was a joke. A bit of a clickbait thumbnail. But you guys fell for it. You're all here. So let's get rid of these tools. And we might have to get them out again later. I'm guessing we're probably going to need a hammer. So I might leave that one out. We need that to get the wheels off. We need that hammer. So if we get rage on, we've got the hammer already there. Right, so first things first. No, we don't have to take the wheels off, actually. We'll take the shocks off. We'll get rid of that. We'll take the shocks off. What other bag do we need? That one, 3mm, is it? I'm going to do one shock on camera. And then we'll see how we get on. I'm going to be living for around about an hour. And I'll get as much done in an hour as I can. I'm guessing we're going to get maybe 1 or 2 shocks done, but it's a bit pointless filming all 4 of them. It's all going to be the same. So I'm going to do 1 shock, definitely on camera, provided it all goes to plan. And then I might do the other ones on another live tomorrow, possibly. But it might get a bit boring if I'm just filming the same stuff over and over, so I might not. So we've got Patrick in the house who says hello. He's from South Africa and he loves the channels. Nice one, dude. Oh, Lewis says, let me guess, the Project 203 mile an hour RC car has already crashed. I'm going to leave it as a cliffhanger. You guys are going to have to watch tomorrow's video. I've edited the video. I'm going to upload it tonight. And then I'm going to aim to release that video at 4 PM GMT, London time. It was supposed to be the same time as today's video, but I've got my 24-hour clock mixed up. I set it to 1800 and I should have set it to 1600 hours. Oh, Kyle just donated $5. He says, hey man, love your channel. Do you happen to know if the whole body will fit the ZD Pirates? Are you the only one? Oh, I know you're both of them. I don't know, dude. I mean, if you have time at the end of the stream, ask me again. I mean, it probably will kind of fit, but I mean, it's not going to be a direct fit. I mean, if you try and put different bodies on from different cars, I mean, late scale buggy, I mean, you can probably make it fit. If you guys remind me at the end, we'll have a look. I want to get these shocks done first, and then I'll have a look. But anyway, thank you for the donation. If anybody else wants to donate, then don't donate to me. Donate to my favourite charity. The link to my favourite charity is down below. It's Great Ormond Street Hospital for Sick Kids. And I've lost my side cutters. Oh, I haven't. They're in here. Have I tried Flex Seal on the body mods? No, because we can't get Flex Seal in the UK. Alright, so this, look at that, it's on the verge of breaking. The third one that we've broken so far on this truck in not 2 outings. So a bit disappointed on these, but it's not too bad. I mean, they're cheap. A cheap part, they're easy to fix. So I'm not going to moan too much. And I'm guessing with thinner shock oil in there, they're going to last a bit longer. Get that off for that. How well does a drywall tape and shoe goo hold up? Brilliant. I mean, my X-Max body is still almost perfect. It's got a tiny little dent in it. Tiniest of dents. Normally, if I get a new X-Max body, it's trashed on the first outing. And so far, still good. The Mini Max body, perfect. Outcast 8S body, perfect. You know, everything I've done it to so far has been perfect. Someone says what's better, Rustler or Slash? Depends on what your style is, I suppose. I mean, they're pretty much the same platform. So it kind of depends what you like. I think I prefer the Rustler. I'm not really a big short course fan. Do you like the Traxxas Hoss? Yes. I prefer the Minimax though. A lot of people say which is better, Hoss or Minimax. I wouldn't say one's better than the other. It depends what you prefer, and I prefer the Minimax. I mean, the Minimax is a little bit more expensive, but not that much more. So I would spend the extra and get a Minimax. How much shoe glue does it take for an X-Max body? A whole tube or more? Two big tubes. 2 entire big tubes. Definitely worth doing. I mean, X-Max bodies are quite expensive. And, you know, it's going to take you a little bit of time doing it, but so worth it in the end. Is it going to be difficult getting these shafts out? Let me face that camera down a bit so you guys can actually see what's happening. Let me get you a bit closer as well. Let's zoom you in it. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. All right. I'm going to try and reuse this oil, but what I do want to do is drill out these pistons. Jordan says he loves the channel. Nice one. Bill L says, congrats on the long jump. Nice one, dude. Thank you. All right. So you might have to top it up with a little bit of oil. I'm not really sure what oil it is that's in there. Do you guys know what oil this is? Who knows what weight shock oil it is in there? Do you know a place we can get parts for the ZD Racing buggy? I mean, there are parts on Banggood. And if you go on AliExpress, there's even more parts. The pop was so satisfying. Hello, Richard Hammond, someone says. Hello. Tanner says he's loving the videos. Nice one, dude. Oh, I see Recreation says I'm getting a belly. Too much quarantining. Probably eating too much food. Haven't really been doing any quarantining, really. We've been out and about. Pretty normal. We had like 6 weeks or so of staying in, but that was about it. Right. I'm looking at this piston. I'm thinking we're going to drill it out. I could put thinner oil in, but then I'm going to waste all the oil that I've got. So might as well just drill them out. Kev, do you watch UK Top Gear? I used to when Clarkson was in there and that, but when they left, I stopped watching it. Right, where's my little drill bits gone? Right, here. Alright, so we've got these little drill bits, and I'm going to open these holes up slightly. Right, so that's the size that it is. Put washing up liquid in the shocks. Oh dear, that's something Stempy would do. What is your favourite car? I like the Raminator. That gives me the most fun. But if I could only have one RC car, it would be the X-Max. That's the best all round. Right, so this is 1.2. That's 1.2 millimeters. So I want to step it up a little bit. This is 1.7. We've got 1.5. 1.5 would probably be perfect. I overdid it a little bit on the Creighton. We've got in here. We've got 1.5 in here. Oh yes, we've got 1.5 in here. So I think we build these out to 1.5. Oh, too small for the chuck. Do you use TP motors with the notch? You mean the flat spot on the shaft? Yes, I do. Let's get that out of there. What do you think of the HBI Sprint? I don't know, I've not had one. I mean, HBI have been really quiet recently. I mean, no one really stocks them. Nobody really talks about them. It's a shame because the Savage used to be like the ultimate basher. And it was for like many years. And they kind of sort of disappeared. They sort of took their eye off the ball. They kept the same old design up for years and years and years. I mean, it's a shame really because the Savage is a really good platform. We just could do with updating a little bit. Right, so we'll drill these out to, right, let's bung it into the little vise actually. Bang it in there. Shouldn't really hold a shock shaft like that, but I'm changing them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, boom. Should I get the arm on a Taurus? I mean, yeah, why not? Same as an Outcast, just a different body. If you want to bash it hard, though, you're going to have to do a lot of mods. Either that or hold out and wait until I do the EXP version. EXP, I really rate that one. They've done a good job with the EXP. Super impressed with that. For something out of the box, super durable. Very happy with that car. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't buy any of the standard cars now because I'm guessing they're going to make an EXP version of all of them. So I would hold fire on that if I were you. Right, so we have the rear shafts here. These are the rear shafts for the Creighton. And, so whoever said that was right, look. So this has rear shafts all round. On the Creighton, it's got shorter shafts on the front. We've got the rear ones there. So these are the front ones, and they're tiny bit shorter, look. Yeah, so we're going to keep those for something else. And rear shaft is what we need. So there's the part number again. If anybody wants to do the conversion on their Outcast 8S, there's the part number. And you want to head over to M2C Racing. There's the website there, look. Head over there. Put that part number in or just take a look. They've got loads of other goodies there. They've got 70-75 chassis and all sorts of other stuff. So you've got to make sure, guys, that you put this washer back on. And the washer goes on first. So washer first. Oh, wrong end. Washer first. Then the piston. then the nut. A lot of people, they get it wrong, and I used to get it wrong as well. I thought the washer goes on top, but it doesn't. The washer goes on first. Because the idea is when you land the jump really hard, you're trying to smash that shaft through the pistons. So that washer, it spreads the load out. And then we can go ahead and put that piston back in. You want to put it in gently as you can. Maybe even turn it slightly because you don't want to damage those seals. If you damage the seals in there, then the shock's going to leak. So you want to be really careful with that. And actually, what I do have, I've never tried this before, but somebody said to me, if you have leaking shocks and you put O-ring grease on it, it stops them from leaking, or it can stop them from leaking. So maybe I should try a bit of that on there. I mean, I suppose I can't go wrong. I'm not really sure how you're supposed to put it in there. Never used it before personally, so you just shove a bit in the hole and hope for the best. Is that how it works? Miro says going better than yesterday. Yes, we are going better than yesterday. Yesterday we had a little bit of a rage going on. I got very angry because this car didn't want to go back together. So getting that O-ring grease in there. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, guys. Probably supposed to take it apart and do it, but I can't be bothered to do that. And maybe the rest of it, we'll just smear it on the shaft. Yes. If I'm doing it wrong, you can tell me in the comments. Right, so we can leave that there for the next shock. And really gently again put that in. I'm going to slightly turn it as well. Don't want to force it. If you damage those O-rings, it's going to leak. Right, we're in. I'll wipe off that extra schmeck. Batman says he can't wait for the 203 mile an hour car to go for a ride. That is in tomorrow's video. I've edited the video. The video's all edited. I've just got to upload it tonight and then we'll put it out tomorrow, 4 PM GMT. So here's the body of the Outcast A-Test look. We put the shoe goo and drywall tape on there. So far, held up perfectly. What a beautiful body. So I'm glad I did that because I would have probably ruined it if it wouldn't have had that in there. So now we've got to find the new shock bottoms. And are they in here? Oh no, don't tell me I've used them all. Have I used them all? Can't have used them all already, could I? Oh no. I thought they come in 4 in a pack. That might mean we can't fix it then. What's in here? Maybe we can adapt something. Maybe we can make our own stronger one. There's the bit that we need. So we've got the bit there. Here's another thing, look. M2C. These are the Droop screws for 1/8 scale, but they work on the Kraton 8S as well. I'm not really a Droop screw kind of person. A lot of people say you've got to put them in, but I don't really agree, to be honest. I think Droop screws are probably good when you're racing or for setup, but for bashing, I don't think they do much. I mean, I know what the theory is you stop the coming down as fast, so you save the shock bottom. But my thinking is, because the Droop screw goes... hold on, you can't even see that. My thinking is, because the Droop screw is in right at the end there, if you land upside down and you hit that wheel on there, that's going to lever it down anyway and just flex, and then it's going to put all that load on the shaft anyway. And you're probably going to be more likely snapping the arm as well. So I see little point personally. I'll be wrong, it's just my opinion. I see little point of putting Droop screws onto a basher. That's just my personal opinion. I might be wrong. Kev, have you done a run with the 200 mile an hour speed project? Yes, we ran it on the weekend. I've just edited the video, and that video is going out tomorrow. But we didn't go full speed with it. We just tested it, but it did go wrong. It did go quite wrong, and I've probably got to spend another $2,000 on it because of the error. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. Is it broken, says Batman? Yes, it is a little bit broken. Buy a Ford ST. What's a Ford ST? Any clues? Said Sebastian. No, no clues. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow's video. Bit of a cliffhanger. Did you crash it? You have to wait till tomorrow. But it's going to cost me $2,000 to rectify the problem. That's all I'm going to say. Did you jump it? No, didn't jump it. Josh is wondering if the 200-mile-an-hour RC car exploded. You'll have to wait and see, dude. It's not the end of the world. It's going to be fixed again. It'll be back on the road again. It's just going to cost about $2,000. I've got to modify it as well. It needs modification. The current setup isn't up to the job. It went horribly wrong. $2,000. The car isn't even that expensive. I've got to modify it. I can't put the same parts back on it again, otherwise the same's going to happen again. You'll wait till tomorrow's video and you're going to see. Did you break anyone's ankles? Not this time. Learning is expensive, says Bill. Yeah, it's all part of the hobby, isn't it? It's all fun. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. The only time you fail is when you quit, and quitting is a choice. That's the same in business, it's the same in anything. I'll have to figure out what shock hole that is. How much was the 200-mile-an-hour car? I don't know. I didn't actually add it together. But I'm guessing when it's all finished, it's probably going to about 3 or 4 grand maybe. Mr. Shady says burnt out ESCs maybe. You have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. Right, we're going to chill that shock here for a second. Don't fall over. And we need to have a quick look. A quick look in the old book just to see what weight shock oil we're supposed to put in it. Does anybody know? What's it supposed to be? TJ says he bought the eBay course this morning. Hey, nice one, dude. Good luck, buddy. Make sure you join the Facebook group. We've got a whole bunch of great people in there helping each other out on there. So follow the course step by step. Do step 1, take action. Do step 2, take action. Do that on each of the steps. Follow it to a T. Don't skip any steps. Do it exactly as it's laid out in the course. And you should do really well. A couple of people, they sort of didn't take my advice and done it a bit differently, and then they wondered why it didn't work. And then I looked at their listings, I was like, well, dude, you didn't follow the guide. So make sure you follow the guide, and you shouldn't have any problems. What weight shock oil is it? Anybody know? Oh, someone says 500 CSD question mark. Right, does it say here? Does it say? Ah, 500 CST. Yes, you was right. 500. Right, okay. So 500, 500. We must have a 500 in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. 500. Boom. Right, get rid of all this now. Bring you back closer. Turbo the Raminator, someone says. Would be fun if we could somehow. So then what we have to do, we have to pump it. Because once you move the shock up and then back down again, sometimes there's a load of air trapped under the piston. Now, if you're a racer, you would probably let that chill for like 20 minutes, let all the bubbles come up. But I'm just a basher. I don't really care if it's perfect. So as long as there's not too many bubbles in there, I don't really care. And I should have looked in the book while we had it out, where you're supposed to leave the piston. So by the looks of it, you've got to push the piston all the way up. Push the piston all the way up, put the bladder on, screw the cap on, boom. All right, sounds good to me. So piston all the way up. Bladder. It can't be all the way up, can it, surely? I will leave. If it's all the way up, the nut actually hits it. So right, maybe we'll give it like, we'll give it a little bit of a gappage like that. Get the old bladder on there, collect the spillage. I'm probably doing it completely wrong, guys, so don't take this as a guide, just look at it as entertainment. I'm sure there's going to be many experts in the comments saying you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong. But I don't care, it's only a toy. Someone's talking about preload and all that. Oh, what's going on? Keep looking at instructions, boys, really the last days. So that on. Come on, stay on. Stay on. All right. Probably done it wrong. I don't really care. Someone says he's doing it wrong, yeah. What is the best RC rock crawler in your opinion, someone says? I'd say TRX4 personally. I mean, there's a lot of other ones I've not tried, like the new Axial. I've not tried it. So, from what I've tested myself, TRX4. It feels nice. That'll do. I'm not in it, am I? If I was sitting in the damn thing, then it might be more critical, but we're not in it. It's only a toy. So, who cares? Alright, springage back on. Bottom thingy-majig back on. Boom! There we go. M2C shock shaft. Drilled pistons to 1.5 millimeters. Hopefully it's not going to be too bouncy, but we'll see. Someone says the TRX4 is so expensive. You can get the Sport. TRX4 Sport isn't too bad. I mean, if you want to do a lot of mud bogging and stuff, you're probably better off with a Sport because there's less to go wrong. Did I put the right screw in there? Oh, let's have a look. Got a funny feeling I put the wrong screw in there. Oh no, there's the right screw. Hello, he says bye. See you later, dude. Boom. Boom. All right. Right, let's change that one and then we can do a bounciness test. But you can see here, look. This is the old style arm. It's just flat there. On the new style one, they've beefed it up around here. Not that it helped much, because we literally just clipped a tyre. We clipped a tyre at Arc Raceway, and it just smashed the whole arm off. Didn't even hit it that hard. Well, yeah, it was fairly hard, but, you know, anything else would have just laughed at it. Oh, pardon me. Liz is hoping to get a TRX4 for Christmas. 200 mile an hour Raminator. Dude, 40 mile an hour, the Raminator looks hairy. Good evening, Matthew. Batman says you've been working out. Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it, eh? Next shock. Same again. So, should go quicker this time. What brand drywall tape do you use? I use fibber tape. But you can use any brand really, it doesn't really matter. As long as you use the mesh stuff. And as long as you go in afterwards with a hot glue and tack it all down, you should be fine. Where do I get merch? Ah, there's a link down below if you want to get some merch. Someone says 200 mile an hour TRX6. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Make Ram electric? No. Definitely not. RC Tanks and Trucks, he's making his one brushless. Oh, I think he's brought another one and making that one brushless. Which is cool, but for me, I like the Raminator noise. It's all part of the fun. Have you tested a 200 mile an hour RC car? Yes. Tested it over the weekend. I edited the video today, and the video is going to be out tomorrow, and it went quite wrong. Carl says one day he hopes to have an X-Max. Well, keep working hard, buddy, and you'll get there. Goblin Fireball yet? No, it was supposed to come today, and it never came. So, God knows when that's going to come now. But it doesn't really matter. I'm going to build the 700 Kraken first. We'll get that one built first. And then I've got a Banggood helicopter. I forgot what it's called. I've got to build that one. Well, it's built already. We just got to bind it to my DX8. That is a satisfying sound, isn't it, when that pops out of there? Right. So this shock shaft actually looks okay. Ish. Oh, it's got a little bend in it. Slight bend. This one here, this one's quite bad look. Oh, someone's modifying their X-Max to a 6x6. Nice, dude. I think Claire said she was going to modify her one to 6x6. There was supposed to be a company who was going to sell a conversion kit, but I don't know what came of it. But yeah, it looked really good actually. Of course, if you guys don't want to drill out your pistons, you can just put in thinner oil. I did hear somebody recommend 300 weight. So stock is 500. Someone says put in 400. And then you don't have to drill the pistons. Why you drill the piston? Because the shocks are so hard, it keeps bending shafts and smashing arms and stuff. It's just too solid. It keeps knackering these bottom cups here, keeps breaking those off. So you put thinner oil in, it lets the truck bottom out, and it's a lot easier on all the suspension. Now, if you used to sit in it like a real monster truck, you don't want it to bottom out. If you let a real monster truck bottom out, you'll probably end up breaking your back. But this is only a toy. We're not sitting in it. So let the thing bottom out. It's going to last a lot longer. A lot of people disagree with me, but that's fine. They can disagree. That's the great thing about this hobby. There's so many different ways that you can do it. There isn't really a right and a wrong way. You know, the right way is whichever way puts the biggest smile on your face. That is the right way of doing it. And that's different for everybody. So, you know, I see a lot of the time people arguing on Facebook, on forums, and saying you're doing it wrong, should be doing it like this. I think everybody should just take a step back and just think, you know, if you've got a smile on your face, you're doing it right. It's just a hobby. It's not life or death. It's just a hobby. As long as you're enjoying yourself doing it, you're doing it right. If you start getting fed up with a hobby, then it's probably time to do it differently or to give up. Because there's no point doing this hobby if you're not enjoying it. Someone says 100 mile an hour X-Max. Maybe. What's up with Redfin Safe? Yeah, I've got to do a little update on that. No one can get in it. Everybody's failed. We're not. I was going to do it with acetylene. I'll go in there with oxyacetylene, angle grinders, and a plasma cutter. But we're not allowed. We're not allowed to do it. The landlord says the only way we're allowed to go in is if we get a proper lock picker, like a Voltsmith or someone, and like get in it that way. And when the bank had the building, I believe they had 2 locksmiths down there, and they couldn't get in. And Jason had a locksmith come in, and this locksmith said, he's always got into a vault. He's never, ever, ever has he not gotten in. So he offered to come down for free. He said if he can't get in, he won't charge him anything. We'll do it for free. But if he gets in, then obviously he's got to pay. So he come down again for a second day. He spent 2 days there, and he couldn't get in. And I think he said the trouble was... Oh dear. I think he said the trouble was is that it's unlocked, but the bolts, there's like 12 great big bolts like that slide out the door. They go into the door frame. All the way around the door. I think there's 12. There might be more. And they're rusted solid. Absolutely seized solid. It's like 100-year-old, that door. And obviously, I think last time it was open was probably like 10 years ago. But it's seized solid and they can't move it. Can't get it open. So I don't know how we can get into it. I mean, they're on about coming down with like these special drills and drilling into it again. So we're going to try and get some content. If not, Jason's going to try and film it. I mean, the dude, the Voltsmith, when he come down, he wouldn't let anybody film because he said if he can't get in, it's going to look bad for the company. So he wouldn't let anybody film, which is a shame. What is the big safe thing? Well, in Redfin models, it used to be a bank. And downstairs, they got a vault. Well, there's 2 vaults. One's open, and they keep their stock in there. And the other one is like they can't get in. They lost the key. So the thing is, nobody knows in there. When the bank had it, they wrote it off. So, and this one's the long-term storage safe. So there's probably going to be people's belongings in there. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe deeds for people's houses. No idea. So I thought it'd be like some fun content to try and get in there. So we'll just see how it goes. Batman says just film it, but if it doesn't work, don't upload it. Well, yeah, that's what I suggested, but he said no. And I wasn't even there at the time. Jason film it, and he said he wouldn't let him do it. He said if he's filming, he's not going to work on it. I said drill into the wall. We're not allowed to drill into the wall. We're not allowed to drill through the ceiling. The only way we're allowed in is through that door. We're not allowed to damage the building. Because Jason is renting the building. He doesn't own it. And the landlord says he can damage the door, but he cannot damage the building. He can't go through any walls. He can't go through the floor. He can't do anything like that. It's got to open the door by lock picking it. Waffle, 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 someone's saying. Oh yeah, that's what these live streams are. Me wrenching and waffling to you guys. Nitro versus electric video, someone says. That's quite a good idea. Steve O.T. says, Kev the bank robber. We need a bank robber. How are you doing, O.D. anyway? Emily says, can you drill a small hole and use an inspection camera? Someone did drill a small hole in the wall, but I don't think they could see anything. I think that wall is so thick that, I don't know, I don't think they could really see what was in there. It's just dark. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to ask him again. He said they did try with a camera, but they couldn't see anything. It's just black. Buy the building, Kev. If it was my building, I'd happily break the wall down, but I think it's a supporting wall, so you can't. Oh. These shock caps are so easy to cross-thread, you've got to be careful. Love Daddy says he enjoys the waffling. Nice. How about freezing it with liquid nitrogen and smashing the door? Dude, that door is so thick. It's about this wide, that door. Probably thicker. I mean, the amount of nitrogen you're going to need to freeze that to make it anywhere near brittle enough. Someone says, am I going to do a series on supercharging the Lambo? Yes, when I come to doing it, I probably will. I mean, it depends. If my friend's going to do it in his garage, then he's going to let me film it and we'll make a video about it. But if I'll take it to a different garage, like the fitting specialist, they're probably not going to let me film it. So maybe not, we'll see. We're Clueless is saying, are you still looking for the Armour Mojave? Yeah, probably. I mean, I've bought so many new toys recently that I've got to sort of get through the new ones that I have. But if I run out of new toys and I run out of content, I may get one. It's pointless me buying so many toys and I can't use them, just sitting there in boxes. So if I feel like I've exhausted new toys, then we might get one. Then he says, did you see the F-150 jewellery? Yeah, I saw that. I thought about getting it and doing a Whistling Diesel RC edition. Someone says make a go-kart, yeah. I used to have a go-kart, but I'm not a fan of go-karts. You're a bit exposed in them, aren't you? How many RC cars do you have, someone says? Over 100, but I don't know exactly how many. Christine says, using my course and loving it so far. Nice one. I love it when people are using it and making a success of it and seeing all the good testimonials and stuff and people saying they quit their jobs and all that. That's what I love to see. Do you know of the US equivalent to Banggood? Well, the US can buy from Banggood. Banggood's a Chinese thing. Ah, that feels a lot better. Look. Yeah, it feels a lot nicer. Yeah, a lot nicer that. Should we do one more? We'll do one more. We'll do a re-one. We'll do a re-one. We've got 10 more minutes that I can stream for. Let's see how much we can get done in 10 minutes. Let's actually see if we can get both done. Mission. 10 minutes to see if we can get both sides done in 10 minutes. Ah, damn it. Wheelie bar's in the way. Probably not now. If that wheelie bar wouldn't have been there, probably we could have done. Well, it is there. Oh, damn it. No, definitely not going to do it in 10 minutes now. If that wheelie bar wouldn't have been there, then we would have done it easily. But because that's there, what's the best way of getting him off? Oh. Man, what? No, can't get in there. No, definitely not going to get done in 10 minutes now. I can't even get on that top bolt there because it's got the wheelie bar in the way. To get the wheelie bar off, we've got to get the ring off. Kyle says Hobeo body and parts free. Yeah, all right, we'll do that. We'll do that. You know what? We'll do that. I'm fed up with this now. It's only going to end up in a rage. You've already seen me do the front one. So I'm going to do this tomorrow. Probably off the camera. It's the same process. It's a lot nicer. And then we're going to check out the body on the Hobeo. Rammed the vault door with the X-Max, yeah. What's the most you spent on an RC car? That would be the Raminator. Right, so what did you want to see? You've got a Pirate 3 and you want to see if that body fits on the Pirate 3. Right, let's get that body off of there. Get that body off of there. Get the light on in there. Yeah, got to find the Pirates 3 first. Right, I'm going to donk you down here for a sec. I've got to find the Pirates 3. It's one of these boxes. Where's he gone? Ah, here it is. Here it is. We found it. There's the Pirate 3. And here's the Hobeo Hyper VS body. It lines up on the back hole. So look, it lines up there. On the front, you're going to have to modify it. Look, you're going to have to cut a little bit out the front here, look. This is catching on the shock tower. But if you cut a bit out of there, that'll probably go down. And then you're going to have to make a new hole as well. Rear hole lines up, front one. Front hole, you're going to have to make a new hole. And the side guards are a bit different, look. Side guards are a bit wider, which is not a bad thing actually, because the body will probably sit inside it and that'll protect the body. So there you go, you can probably make it fit. Not perfect. That's the thing with these buggies, each body is kind of specifically made for the truck. Do you know wheel spin models? Yeah, I've heard of wheel spin models. I order stuff from there sometimes. Now flex with Lambo. There you go, there's Lambo. While we're in here actually, I've got to have a look at these batteries. I'm just doing some storage. When you're finished with batteries, you should always put them onto storage charge, always. So just a quick rundown on these chargers. So when you cycle through the options, when you're charging, if you're charging a Lipo, always charge it on balance charge. Unless you're in a big rush, then you can do it on normal charge or on fast charge if it's got it. But only do it once in a while and make sure your batteries are balanced first if you are going to do it. I mean, I do it on balanced all the time and charge them right before you're going to use them. Don't leave them charged overnight. Use them just as you're about to use them, because Lipos die when they're fully charged. That's when they're permanently dying. The minute they're fully charged, it's like a ticking time bomb. They're draining, they're dying. If you leave them on storage charge, they can last for years and years and years. Look, I've got some Hobby King batteries here. These are about, oh God, they've got to be 8 years old. I put them in storage charge. I check them every now and then, and look, they're still good. If you leave them fully charged, they're going to die. Even if you leave them overnight, you're not doing any good at all. And then when you finish bashing, come into your charger, put them into storage charge, and charge them up. And then when you're done, you should be on roughly that sort of voltage there. That means that you're in storage charge. And then you can put them away knowing that they're in the safest state. Yeah, they could still catch fire and explode, you never know. That's the trouble with Lipos. They're always a ticking time bomb, so I would never leave them near anything flammable. That's why I've got them on this metal top here. If they catch fire on here, it's not really going to do much. Then I put them inside here in my metal box. It's probably a bit of a bomb because there's loads of them in here. Look at that, look at all those Lipos. Probably not really ideal to keep them all here. When I get my new house, I'm probably going to leave them all outside, put a little shed outside just for Lipos, away from everything else. So if they do go up, it's only going to be that one shed that's going to go up, or a little metal storage bin outside. It's not really ideal to leave this stuff indoors. There we go. There's the Raminator, look. A lot of you guys always want to see the Raminator. And I'm going to get the 80cc engine. I've got to get in contact with a dude that makes the engines, so we can get that put in there and have a bit more horsepower. Donk. What is your least favourite RC car? That would be the Thunder Tiger EK4. No, Rami electric. No way. No way is Rami going electric. It's got to make noise. That's the whole thing about the Raminator. It's loud, it's obnoxious. That's the whole fun of it. If I make it electric, it's going to take that away. Do you own a Schumacher Menace? I used to have one. I had a Menace 21. So unreliable. Probably time for a haircut, maybe. Did you continue with FPV drones? Not a little bit, but I've got to get back into it. Start the Raminator, no. Kev, do you think that EXB is as strong as the X-Max? Time will tell. I mean, when an RC car is brand new, they're normally strong anyway. So time will tell, but so far I'm really happy with it. It's probably one of the toughest RC cars out of the box. Have you ever raced GT12 cars? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've got one up here. Schumacher. Did a little bit. That is at Vinny's club, Cambridge club, and that one they're actually really chilled out. They're not all serious. It's a good laugh. So I probably will do that again. But we've got to wait for all that mask stuff to go away. You know, for me, RC's got to be fun. If you've got to put a mask on, it's no fun. So I'd rather not go. So once all that mask nonsense out of the way, I might go. But I don't think they're even open at the moment at all, actually, to be fair. When you go to Paddlesworth? Yeah, we're going back fairly soonish. Probably not next month or so. Lambo and the batteries in the same room. Well, yeah, it's in the same room, but it's quite a distance apart. And the batteries aren't near anything flammable. And they're all in storage charge. And they're in a big metal case. Do you own a car show? Yes, I've got one car show. That one there, Mad Force. And I may well be getting a couple of racers, a couple of the MP10s, maybe. Maybe brushless one and a nitro one. How's the redfin sheep doing? Oh, poor redfin sheep. Cut through the wall next to the vault. We're not allowed, dude. Not allowed. Any lossies? I used to have a lossie. I haven't got any at the moment, and I probably will get one at some point. How's the 200 mile an hour car? Broken. You'll see in tomorrow's video. What are you drinking? This is chicory. It's a root drink, really healthy, really tasty. Is the Raminator fast? No. 20 mile an hour. A bit slow on the old acceleration, but man, it's some fun. I mean, it's a monster truck. It's supposed to be big and heavy and obnoxious. It's not really supposed to be fast. But the new engine, it will do about 40. If you look at RC Sparks channel, he's got a Raminator on there with a Max 80 engine. FPV Raminator, says Batman. Yeah, that's a good idea. What did you break on the EXB? Bulkhead. Possibly diff. Is Dempy single or under the thumb? I don't even know. Ask Dempy. Work with MGM controllers for the ESC. Maybe. Watch tomorrow's video. Do you have an FG Marder? No, I don't. But I want to get the FG Beetle. I had one years ago, the 2-wheel drive one with a big bathtub that goes around the bottom of it. I want one of those again. I'm always looking on eBay. If one comes up, I might buy it. 200 mile an hour Raminator for 2 million subscriber special. I don't think 200 mile an hour is going to be possible with a Raminator. Well, I mean, everything's possible, but... eBay is bought by Rickmax. I doubt that, dude. eBay is worth a lot more than what Rickmax has got. What car for a noob like me? X-Max is a good noob car. Easy to work on. Reliable. You can make it slower. Been watching since 10k subs. Nice one, dude. Do you work out? No, not really. I mean, I've got myself a little weight set. I should do, really. I haven't really yet. I mean, it doesn't exactly look like a workout, does it, eh? 2 box! That's a need to know joke, that one. It's a bit of an inside joke. Some of you know. Can you jump a house with the X-Max? Yeah, I'm sure it could. Any property lined up? No, still looking. What's the Goblin doing? Yeah, Goblin there. I'm going to build up next. I mean, I've got a couple of videos to edit. I'm probably going to get on it. Why don't you recommend Max for noobs? Yeah, Max is good. I mean, I just like the big size. Do you like crawlers, speed cars, or jumpers? I like it all, dude. I like them all. It's nice to mix them up. Make a trailer for Rami, yeah. Bum fluff to the moon. Oh, bum fluff, yeah. Is the 4x4 Rustler a noob car? Yeah, I mean, you could use it as a noob car, yeah. A quarantine haircut. Oh, it's been like this for years. Do you have one Tamiya? Yeah, I've got 2. I've got my original Manta Ray and I've got a re-release Manta Ray. Someone says Banggood returns sucks. Well, Banggood is a Chinese company, and if you're sending stuff back to China, it's going to suck, dude. I mean, if you're buying from any Chinese company, AliExpress, Alibaba, Banggood, any of the other Chinese companies, Hobby King, returns are going to suck. I mean, you get the stuff for cheap. You get the bargain that way. But, you know, if you want the full customer service, go and support your local shop. You know, go down to Redfins, go to whatever shop's local to you and go and support them. And then you're going to get the better service. And you got the returns, you got the help, you got everything there. You got all the support, but you got to pay the premium. So you can't have it both ways. You know, you go on Banggood, yeah, you'll get it cheap, but you're not going to get the service. So it just is what it is, guys. If you're someone that really needs a service, go and support your local hobby shop. What's better, Max or Hoss? For me, Max. But Hoss is still good. Is the armour repaired? Nearly. I've just got to do the rear shocks. I've done the front shocks. I'm going to do the rear shocks tomorrow. I'm just finishing off the drink, and then we're going to end the stream. Is the OMP Hobby M2 ready? No, not yet. That's another video I've got to do soon. Man, I've got so many videos coming up that I've got to film and edit. I mean, man, I've got so many to do. So I'm going to be busy for a long while. Toxie's British and he drinks green tea. Nice. I'll drink a bit of green tea. Lyndon has watched the whole stream. Nice one, dude. Where is the Nitro Chopper? Nitro Chopper is up there, look. And the new helicopter, this one here is a 12S Goblin Kraken. It's even bigger than that one. That one is a 600 size. This one's 700. So that one's even bigger. I used to have one before. I had the original Goblin. Look there, spider. Get out of here. How's Land Rover after off-roading? Bit broken. The power steering box is leaking now, but Ian's going to fix it. When are you going to fly the Goblin? Says Laz. I've got to build it first. I've had to order the flybarless controller from the States because no one in the UK's got it. So, yeah. Are you friends with Jason Dearden? I'll chat to him on Facebook. I mean, I've never met him. So we're Facebook friends, but never met in person. Have you ever had a girlfriend? Yeah, I've had a couple of girlfriends. Last time I had a girlfriend was probably about, I don't know, 8 years ago. Since then, I've just been concentrating on business. Is the radio link good? Yes, very good. Live Goblin build. No. It's going to be a video. I'm going to edit that one. What's the hairy stuff all over your chin? Says Making Dirt Fly. That is commonly known as bum fluff. Do you like FR Sky? Yeah, all right, I suppose. What's up, mate? Says Mohammed. What's up, bro? Rocket Man says ladies cost money. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't do. I mean, I know they do to a lot of people, but I don't see why they should. I mean, it should be equal, shouldn't it? I don't see why one should pay and the other one doesn't. I mean, it should be equal, shouldn't it? To be fair, so. When's your next live stream? Maybe tomorrow. Will you visit the States? Yes. I've been there 4 times so far. Are you friends with RC Sparks? Yeah, on Facebook, but not in real life. Do you have children? No. I don't want any neither. I couldn't handle kids. I mean, for me to get invested or involved in anything, it's got to have an off switch. If you can't turn it off, I'm not interested. Girlfriend, can't turn her off. Kid, can't turn it off. So, not really for me. You've got to be able to turn it off. What's the Tom Lee situation like recently? Yeah, it's good now. Do you speak Spanish? No. Stu says his wife is cheap. Are you fully calm now? Yeah, I've cooled down now. Yes. How are you today? Yes, I'm good. Will you ever visit India? Someone says, no plans at the moment, dude. There's many places in the world I'd like to visit, but at the moment, my priorities are working and reaching my goals and dreams. How's business going at the moment? Really good. Better than ever. I think all this COVID stuff has actually given it a big boost, so I'm happy. You know, obviously I'm not happy with the lockdown and all that. You know, a lot of people have been affected really badly, but personally, it's helped me. But I'm still against it all. If I do another lockdown, it's going to help me even more. The more lockdowns I do, the better it is for me. But I'm completely against them, to be honest. Ruining the economy over what? Sweden did no lockdown, and they've got less deaths per capita, so. Do you play video games? Not really. If there's a lockdown, I might, but. What is your next video? My next video is going to be the 200 mile an hour car. We tested it out. Not full speed. We just tried it out, but it went really wrong. Have you ever been fishing? No. When will we take the 200 mile an hour project car to the limits? I've got to get it working properly first. We had a bit of a fairly big failure yesterday. It's going to cost a couple of grand to put it right. Once I'm happy with the way that it goes, then I'm going to find a location where we can do the proper speed run. Played any golf lately? No, I'm not a golfer. We did a little pitch and putt a couple of times, but I'm useless. Magnet fishing is good, said Arch. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, yeah. How are your FPV skills? They suck severely. I can't do it. Do you believe in God or something? I don't, says Batman. I've got no opinion on God. I've never seen him. I've never met him. There's nothing that suggests he exists, and there's nothing to suggest that he doesn't exist. So I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, and I've got no opinion on the matter. My only opinion is when I die, I might find out. I might not find out. That's what my opinion is, and I don't know. Other hobbies besides RC? Yep, 4x4s, Land Rovers, Lambos, tools, filming, editing, cameras. Ooh, Joe wrecked his felony at 90 miles an hour. That sucks. How did you get into RC? I've always liked cars. Ever since I was a kid, I had little Matchbox cars. And I saw RC cars in hobby shops, and I was like, wow, I need one. And then my granddad bought me a couple of Nikos. I had a Nico Gambler. No, I bought that one myself, actually. I saved up for that one. My granddad bought me a little Nico buggy, a little red thing. That got me into it. And then when I went to my next school, middle school, my buddy Trevor Sheen had a Manta Ray, and Stempy had a Grasshopper. So I saw their RC cars, had a go, and that was just instantly hooked. So I've pretty much been into cars as far back as I can remember. My earliest memory, I was 3 years old, and I had little Matchbox cars pushing them around. So I've always liked cars. I've just been a petrol head all my life. RC cars, real cars, fast cars, slow cars, off-roaders, monster trucks. Just anything. If it's got an engine, yeah. What happened to the WL toys? Nothing, still there. Airport runway for the high speed. Yes, that would be perfect. Can you? Kind of. Not as good as a proper one, but you can do it. When will you visit the States again? I don't know. I mean, I'm supposed to be going over there to meet Mikey V2 Vids at some point. But we're going to wait for all this mask nonsense and all that nonsense to get back to normal, and then we'll have a look then. When will you finish the monster truck? I don't know. The plan was to do it now, but now with all this lockdown stuff keep going on, I want to buy myself a bigger plot of land. So I've got my workshop and a few acres of land and everything. So I'm going to get that first, and then we're going to look at a monster truck. Because there's no good having a monster truck, and then I can't even use it anywhere, is there? So land at this time is more important. Do you like four-wheelers? What, you mean like quads and stuff? I mean, I prefer stuff that you're in, really. If it's got a roll cage on it or a roof, yeah. Lambo burnout. I did a Lambo donut because it's four-wheel drive, but I can't really upload it because I might get myself in trouble. Hi, best stream, no rage. Yeah, most streams have not got rage, but sometimes there are. Do you sell RC cars? I don't. Barbie car vid. Yes, there will be a Barbie car vid. I've got to build the car first. Right, we're gone. Hey guys, been a pleasure having you all here. Subscribe, smash the bell. Tomorrow there may be a live stream. I might do the rest of this possibly. We'll see how we get on. I mean, it might be boring because it'll be the same again what I did. But we might do that in the morning. Then I'm going to do some editing. And then I'm going to have more videos out. And then I've got a goblin to build. I've got quite a lot of projects coming up. A couple of Tomley specials to do there. I've got, where's the helicopter gone? I've got this MP helicopter, I think what it's called, that thing there, look. Got to build that. Well, it's already built, but I've got to bind it up. I've got to put a satellite on there, bind it up and give that a go. So yeah, loads of other stuff as well. But this is going to be the next project. And I've got quite a lot of work to do to the Project 200 mile an hour car because yesterday I went a bit wrong. So we've got some work to do on that. Yeah, look at that. Got to do a little bit of work on this. This is a long jump car. I'm going to put a Max 5 ESC in it. Before I had a Max 6. Now we're going to give it a Max 5. We're going to put a Max 5 in there, and we need to put a new drive shaft in the front because we bent it. Then that's ready for some more action. Going to take it to Paddlesworth, and hopefully the wind's going to blow the other direction. We're going to try and beat our own record again. Tyres held up good. But anyway, guys, that is it, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye.